I'm Frances Plumpton from Auckland, New Zealand, and I've come up here to the Te Uru Gallery at Titirangi, Auckland. We're on the fringe of the west coast. Titirangi means fringe of heaven, and this seems a very apt place to pay a tribute to Ernie. I don't know how many years I've known him, but I remember that Nick and Nathan were about 6 and 7 the first time that they ever came down to New Zealand with Ernie and Patty and the students from Salisbury University. I was lucky enough too to go to the university for the festival in 2014 and to see Ernie and his students many times that they came to New Zealand. Ernie's always been a very fine advocate for New Zealand children's literature, and we've been very grateful for that. But apart from that, it's always been wonderful to hang out with him, just be and just chat about children's literature in general. So nice to see Ernie at the Abbey Congress last year. He looked so well and so happy, and I know that he came up to this gallery and out to the west coast as part of his time in Auckland. Thank you, Ernie. You were large in our lives and you're large in our memories.
Greetings from Australia. My name is Mark Greenwood.
And I'm Franny Lassac.
And we were guests at the festival quite a few years ago and made some fantastic friends there. One of them especially Ernie Bond, dearly missed, and I'm sure he'll be missed at the festival this year. We have some really special memories with Ernie, not just at the festival but also here in Australia.
Yes, Ernie was wonderful by bringing his students over to our house. We had an Aussie barbecue, another prawn on the barbie sort of evening, and we also had him speak at a literature centre around the corner, the Children's Literature Centre, where he was warmly welcomed. Ernie
was a fantastic children's literature patron, and I have a very fond memory of a radio interview that I did, or we both did when we were in America, and we were invited along with Ernie and Brian Collier to go and do a radio interview, and we all sat down there and Ernie took a back seat, and we'd all had our turn at talking, and the interviewer asked Ernie a question, and I think when Ernie began speaking our jaws just dropped.
He just blew us away.
His knowledge of children's literature was just outstanding, and I think all of us, Franny, myself, Brian Collier, we would have been all just happy there just listening to Ernie talk. He was the star of that interview, and I always remember the twinkle in his eye, and he will definitely very much be missed.
Enjoy your festival. We're sending love from West Australia. Signing off, love, Franny and Mark.
Generosity is the title of Ernie. He came over with his students and he gave a great talk for the Society of Children's Book Writers and Illustrators in Sydney. And straight away he got all his students involved, actually commenting and participating. There was a thrill for them, a thrill for Ernie and a thrill for me. But the real thing about Ernie is he was absolutely hilarious. When something was on, he was in it. We had a dance at the conference. He could hardly walk, he just had surgery, but no, he was there partying with that gorgeous smile of his. When I went to America and had the privilege of speaking at the wonderful Salisbury Festival, yep, Ernie was there, and he was jamming with us with Kawami, Alexander. He took us down to see the ponies. Nothing too much for Ernie to actually do to host. He gave everything, and the most exciting part is his heart and spirit with children's books, and he shared the joy with me, with Australia, with the world. And I'd like to thank you, Ernie, for everything you have done and what you continue to do through the legacy you've left. Thanks. Bye.